On today's episode of the Rebel Report, we'll be discussing social justice warriors. What goes through their mind and why do they get so offended easily? They'll think anything that is considered homophobic, racist, sexist, or anything for that matter. Why do they like to shove their beliefs down our throats? And then after that, we'll be continuing discussing the impact of gun violence in America. How millions of people are dying nationwide and so many people are losing their lives due to these random acts of violence that have recently taken place across the nation. For example, you've recently seen the shootings in Buffalo, Uvalde, Philadelphia, Chicago. I can go on and on and on. And I want to know what the fuck is their problem? Why do they do such things? And then after that, we'll be discussing the impact of the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial that took place months and months ago. People are still bitching and whining about the fact that Johnny Depp won the case and Amber Heard lost. People are still being so fucking sour over that. What else do I have to say on these things? More and more opinions will be discussed later as the show progresses. The Rebel Report begins now. From the Shadow Broadcasting Company headquarters in Yonkers, New York, this is the Rebel Report. And good evening to you all on this wondrous Sunday evening. I am Rebel Shadow, the proud host of this series. Today we have a lot of things to talk about, as mentioned in the opening intro that came before this show started. I don't even know how I'm going to phrase it to you, but we recently just started discussing the impact of social justice warriors. Now, why do they get so offended easily? That's one thing I want to know. Like, they're the kind of people that will easily consider things to be quote-unquote homophobic, racist, or sexist, or anything like that. Like, they're the kind of people that get offended easily and they'll just try to put anyone on blast. Bro, a lot of these people are considered Karens. They literally have the kind of, I demand a parley with the CEO kind of behavior, and I just really fucking hate it. Now, what else do I have to say on this matter? Social justice warriors, they claim to stand up against racism or prejudice, when all they're doing is just claiming false victimhood. That's pretty much all they're doing. They pretty much like to give people shit for being quote unquote, for just like expressing their opinions in general. That's pretty much what they do in a nutshell. All they know how to do is just like give people crap for simply speaking. All they just want to do is have the right and the freedom and exercise that right and freedom to speak. But whenever their social justice warriors are getting in the way and preventing them from doing so, it's basically really fucking stupid. It just makes no sense to have social justice warriors in today's day and age come in and tell people what they can and can't say or do. Like, bro, everyone is entitled to freedom of speech by right, and like by that definition, like, it doesn't matter what you consider to be quote unquote homophobic or racist or sexist or anything of that nature, because people are trying to say things that are not even meant to be considered in that manner, but then people are just like so overly sensitive that they have to go out and like try to shove their opinions down other people's throats, and they're trying to force these things to they're trying to force people to not be allowed to say whatever they want. Because like whenever someone says a word that like they didn't even mean to offend anyone, they're like, why are you saying this certain word? That's racist, or that's sexist, that's homophobic. It makes no sense, because because that brings me to my next topic. It brings me to these other people in the LGBTQ community that just like bring the entire community to shame. And I'm telling you that right now, it brings the entire community to shame, because like you're just disgracing the other kind. And this is Gen Z shit I'm talking about, because they like to fake sexualities, they like to fake genders. They like to fake all these kind of shit for what? I don't even know why they do it, but like they just like to do it as an excuse to feel special. And you know, like whenever I say shit, I just like to go around on my Twitter feed and like scroll through my feed, and I see these people constantly faking shit just for the sake of wanting to feel special. Well, let me tell you something. You are not special. You are nothing. You are not worthy or deserving of anyone's respect if you're gonna keep faking genders or sexualities. The LGBTQ community is a sacred thing, and right now you're making it look like a complete and utter fucking joke when you make up your own type of sexuality. It makes no sense. Like every hero, like for example, you have these quote unquote dream sexuals or dream gender people. Like isn't it too much to just have a crush on a certain person? You don't need to make a whole fucking sexuality or make a whole gender based on it. And like, what's next? Like you people make this sound like some sort of religious cult thing. You're like, repent, motherfucker, repent, motherfucker, repent, motherfucker. And to those people, I say, shut up. Shut your fucking mouth right there. Because you are ultimately disgracing the LGBTQ community by doing this. And honestly, you need a reality check. You really do need a reality check. And oh, I think you had one before, but it bounced years ago because you're such a fucking retard. And I'm not just saying that to Gen Z people. I'm saying that to social justice warriors here in a nutshell. I'm saying that to social justice warriors in a nutshell. Freedom does not give you the right to act like you're entitled to special treatment when you're not. You are not special. You are nothing. You're just a bunch of fucking imbeciles sitting behind a computer screen posting all sorts of stupid shit on the internet and thinking you could get away with it. Like seriously, shame on you. Shame on you to the fullest extent based on what you have brought the LGBTQ community to. And I'm looking at you fucking Gen Z people. Seriously, stop with your fucking bullshit and at the very least just act like a normal person and stop making the LGBTQ community look like nothing more than a fucking joke. Yes, I'm talking to you Gen Z people. You are all fucking idiots. Stop getting so easily offended over the stupidest things. I'm being serious right now. You're making the entire LGBTQ community look like a fucking joke, and not even a funny one for that matter. We're gonna take a commercial break, and when I get back, I hope this shit, I don't even know what I'm gonna say anymore. We're gonna take a commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Rebel Report.